Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome back.
Day 21 of the Christmas
podcast.
The Christmas calendar. So Stefan let us do the intro, and we've messed it up.
You guys are doing great. I feel like it's only my voice, so I wanted other people to have a say as well.
I would say we did totally fine.
You are the intro voice of What's on Tap podcast.
Welcome to What's on Tap podcast.
It doesn't have to be.
Smooth jazz beer review podcast listening.
Oh yeah, silky smooth. So the beer of the day, we've all agreed that with the packaging, this has to be Mathias.
It does.
But it's one of my nicer package beers.
It is. You look like you were slightly sober when you did it, so we know that it's a quality wrapping.
It's a quality wrapping, and it's a quality beer.
It is. Well, let's unwrap it. Let's see what's going on, man. Ooh, yeah, slowly.
Ooh, this is a Stone 2014 Old Guardian.
It is.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
A number of days ago, we were talking barley wines. This is one of those that was heavily hopped when it came out.
Yep. No, that was the Pecco hopped one.
What?
Yep.
No,
but I mean, the Stone Old Guardians are also quite heavily hopped.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I like the fact that they put a quote on the on the can, on the label, on the bottle cap that says, "From the San Diego Union Tribune." Maybe a real newspaper. We'll never know.
Yeah.
In the beer world, Stone's creations are famous.
Ooh, they are.
They are actually. They are one of the pioneers in craft beers.
They are. It's a shame they kind of hit on some bad luck recently with their expansion.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm a big Stone fan. I think they do really good stuff.
They haven't sold out yet, right?
No.
As far as I know. But who knows? Maybe we missed a news release. Everything's selling so fast.
I don't think they will. I mean, they're
I don't think they will either.
They're probably too big to sell out.
What's the?
You would think so, but I mean,
what's the co-owner's name? Greg Koch.
Greg Koch, yeah.
Yeah.
Koch.
Greg Koch. And what was the guy that we talked to at Mellowed Whiskey Festival? Something with a Z. He was from Stone, right?
I can't remember.
No, he wasn't Stone. He was. Oof.
Wasn't that Firestone?
No, it wasn't Firestone. It's the. They show up at beer festivals in Malmo, and they were at Hopapalooza, but they have whoever has the license, not the licensing, but the distribution rights in Sweden, but they don't ever really release their beers here.
If you want to Google it, I have a number of things to say about this beer.
I can't even remember. We'll go get back to it eventually, but I totally Heretic Brewing.
Seinechef.
Bryghus 19.
Yeah,
Bryghus 19. Yeah. So Heretic, which is not.
That's not Stone.
No. Right. All right, that's who I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of Jamil Seinechef.
Yeah. Really nice guy.
Yeah, he's super nice.
Awesome name.
Yeah. And incredible source of knowledge for homebrewers.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Nice.
Yeah.
You bringing out this beer makes me so happy for a number of reasons. Reason number one, I haven't seen Stone in a while, actually.
Yeah.
They just do their. I've seen their Stone Berlin stuff, canned Berliner Weisses.
Well, you don't see Stone Berlin anymore.
No, because they sold.
The Brewdog.
Yeah, that's sad. I haven't seen Stone's rare stuff in a while.
Yeah.
And I used to chase these.
Yeah.
I used to chase every Systembolaget release that had stuff like this. This must be from your stash from that time, which makes me so happy.
Like I said, the Stone Old Guardian barley wine from 2014, 11.6% ABV. Best before
February 2019.
Exactly. So
it's out of date. Oh no.
So this is going to be a drain.
I guess we're going to have to dump it.
Second reason why I'm so happy to see it is I haven't seen bomber bottles in a while. 65 centiliter bottles have really not in style anymore.
No.
And all rare good beer used to come in these. I've said it a number of times. I became a beer nerd in 2007, and it wasn't at all like it is today.
No.
Yeah.
Getting American beers was a treat, and you always got them in bomber bottles.
Yeah, it used to be the only, like, the main export
Dogfish
product.
Head?
Dogfish Head.
Clown shoes?
Yeah, clown shoes.
Clown shoes,
Dogfish
yeah.
Head didn't do bombers.
No. They
They did smaller
bombers,
bottles, but you didn't get those in Sweden.
Well, you were really sought after.
Yes.
Like the 90-minute IPA, the 120-minute IPA.
Oh, sure,
120
sure.
minutes still really sought after in the US. It's still kind of hard to get.
I have a 120-minute IPA from them from 2007.
Really?
It's a 17 or 19% triple IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When am I going to drink an old one like that?
Well, I mean,
Well,
you could have
you
bought
know-
it for the calendar.
I'm gonna say, there
We
is.
haven't opened all of the calendar yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not expecting that though at this
Oh,
point. You just made that statement.
Oh, I should have brought that one.
Yeah,
Should
instead
have
you brought
packed-
some Goza bullshit.
Shitty fucking Goza.
Oh, man.
Just saying. Just saying.
I'm just saying, whenever we're looking at like beers this year at the end of the year,
Might want to bring that.
in January we usually do an episode about cellar beers, so it might be a good time to bring that out as well.
It could be. Yeah, I'm just giving you a hint.
Just, they're saying there's several instances where you could, bring that out if you wanted to.
This one smells a little bit. It smells sweet, a little bit old in a good way, a little bit peppery in a good way, a little bit hoppy in a good way. Let's clink it.
All right, guys,
we
let's
haven't
jump
done the
into this.
clink. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a really nice, like, red color.
My glass has so much
Yep.
residue.
Sediment.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah, the bottom is just peppered with.
Yep.
It's like my glass has smallpox on the bottom. There's so much stuff going on in the.
Stefan got the
So
short
much
straw on
sediment.
that one.
That's okay.
It tastes amazing.
It's really good.
There's so much going on with this. It's kind of crazy. The aftertaste is wicked bitter.
Yeah.
Like
Still.
best kind of bitter.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so I actually broke my vertical for this.
Oh,
So I have
no.
well, I used to have a 14, 15, and 16. But so I figured I'll take the oldest one.
Oh, so you still
Sure,
have the
yes.
15, 16.
Yeah.
Then you didn't really break it. You just nibbled at the end.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Just yeah.
Taking one in the middle, that's,
That would have
That would have been like, what the hell?
that would be a mortal sin.
Yeah. No, but I figured I'll share this one with you guys.
It's a really good choice for a luxury Christmas calendar.
I think so too.
I'm having a hard time with this one because there's.
The pepperiness and the spiciness is not at all what I remember from it. This
No.
has to be from the aging.
Yeah.
That's
Because it's
wild.
usually super, super sweet.
Yeah, this is nuts. I mean, it's sweet up front, but this finish is just like. I wouldn't say aggressively bitter, but it's a hard,
bitter finish.
hard bitter finish.
Yeah.
It's not like bitter, kind of like, whoa. It's not like Gambledon's kind of like, fuck you in the mouth bitter, but it is still like.
Yeah.
Like when you finish, you're like, wow, that was bitter for barley wine, not what I was expecting at all.
Which is also what I like about this barley wine is that you get a bit of bitterness from it. Mm-hmm. But that's what I like about I think it was the 2015 that had the Pecco hops.
Yeah. Right. It's the odd years are specialties, right?
Well, they put out the normal one and the special one.
Right.
Yeah. I think at least.
I think you're right.
But I remember if the Pecco hop one, I bought 2 bottles because I wanted to have one fresh when it was new to see what the dry hopping did to it, and I wanted to have one to age out to see keep in my vertical.
Yeah.
And I remember the fresh one was super, super nice. It almost it basically tasted like a triple IPA.
Yeah.
And I think that they still have like there's this like characteristic like stone flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Which
very
is-
caramelly.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'm kind of curious to see how the 15 and the 16 are going to play out against each other as well.
I like how dry this is. Like,
Yeah.
it just is like, there's nothing at the end. But when you drink another, you're just like, oh yeah, it's caramelly and it's sweet, and then your finish is like just bitter and dry. Done. And you're like, Again, 11.4%. You're not feeling it. It is just going down super, super smooth and easy.
And I remember 2014 and earlier, where an Old Guardian, when you bought that was such a treat. You were spoiling yourself. Beer has come a long way since then.
How much would this have cost in 2014?
It was like 119 or 100.
Wow, that would have been like extremely expensive. You were really like, holy shit.
For that time,
Yeah, 2014, you're like, wow, that is crazy expensive.
Now, that's such a steal.
I know.
Yeah.
And this one and Great Divide's Old Ruffian barley wine.
Yes.
I put those in almost the same category because they were both heavily hopped, rough barley wines, like we were talking about. They weren't going for the British sweetness.
No. They were going for like the American barley wine style.
Yes.
Tons of hops and bitterness.
It's like the archetype of the American barley wine.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to throw in a tasting note that you guys probably don't understand, but this has kind of a root beer... Sassafras kind of smell
I know
to
root
it.
beer. No, because I hate sassafras and I hate root beer, and I love this.
Yeah.
This
That's
has
like, for me, I get like a slight root beeriness to them.
I very recently had an American root beer served to me.
From whom?
My American friend John.
No, not who served it to you, but who was the...
Sprecher?
I don't know, all right.
Okay. I'm guessing because it wasn't yesterday.
Okay. Does not sound familiar to me.
I can check it out, but it for us Swedes it's Jenka bubblegum.
Really?
Concentrated Jenka bubblegum pushed down your throat against
I've
your will.
heard most Swedes describe it as toothpaste.
Yeah.
Drinking toothpaste.
That as well.
That's close.
Yeah, and there are certain root beers that have that wintergreen toothpastiness to them, and I really don't care for those. But there are other ones that are just like really wonderfully balanced and tasty, and this kind of reminds me of that.
Is there a new
Marginally.
Sprecher Brewing Company root beer.
I've never heard of Sprecher. It must be one of these new upstart root beer companies.
It was
Craft soda.
I gave it a medium rating because I never know what to give sassafras stuff. It's so weird. It throws me for a loop and I get sad. But this one has none of that.
For me, root beer is such a traditional Southern drink that if you didn't grow up with it, it's kind of like Yule Mousse. Yule Mousse is hot trash.
Fuck you.
But to Swedes, it is like the nectar of the gods. And I understand that. I completely understand and respect that because there are so many shitty American colas that you guys just have not experienced. Like cream soda for me is one of the best soft drinks ever created. It's like a vanilla soda kind of.
No.
It's so freaking good.
When you put it this way, I understand. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for disrespecting root beer.
No. Believe me, there are so many people that hate root beer, and I like root beer, but I don't love root beer.
I never get offended when people hate julmust because it's.
I mean, it's no pastmust.
It's a pretty weird.
Learn the language.
I did. I said pastmust.
No, puskmus.
Postmus.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
Did
pretty
not-
weird
Because it's
flavor.
the A with the O, right?
Yeah,
Postmus.
It's the name of the little dot over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But this is such a
That
weird.
one.
This is such a weird tangent because this beer tastes nothing like root beer.
A little bit to me.
No.
It's because that's my flavor experiences, so that's where I can equate it to that in a way that you guys can't. That's why I said you probably don't get this reference, but for me, I kind of get this slightly root beery kind of flavor in the upfront, but then when it finishes, it does not have that at all.
So has anyone of you tried the? There's this Not Your Father's root beer. Mm-hmm. Have you tried it?
Yeah.
So what's the deal about that one?
Well, what they've done is they figured out how to take like Not Your Father's ginger beer and Not Your Father's root beer and all these other things. It's just an alcoholic version of root beer or an alcoholic version of ginger beer.
Okay.
That's the only thing. So
That's it.
it's almost like.
I mean, it's like what 19%.
Oh, I don't think it's that much.
There's one that's 5.9 and one that's 10.7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, they just. I think if I had to guess, I would say it's kind of like a malt liquor almost, where they've added flavor. So malt liquor is kind of like generic base beer
cool
kind of
40s.
thing. Yeah. But you can also take malt liquor and move it into, so like most of your like wine coolers or your Seagrams.
So what's a wine cooler?
Well, traditionally a wine cooler would be wine with seltzer water added to it. Club soda added to it, right? That's a wine
Why would
cooler.
you want to water down your wine?
Well, because you want something light and refreshing, and if you've been at the Catalina wine mixer all day,
Why do we have...
Oh, the motherfucking Catalina wine mixer?
damn right, you want to have something kind of light and refreshing and sparkling to drink.
What is it?
But Mathias,
What?
It's Catalina wine mixer.
Damn right.
But Mathias, why do we have Alcopop? It's the same thing.
Oh, you mean like Bacardi Breezers and shit?
Yes.
Right. So the Bacardi Breezers and the Seagrams thing, those are all malt liquor. There's no actual Seagrams gin in those. They're all malt liquor based.
Okay.
They're all just flavored beers of some sort. And so that's what malt liquor has basically become. Sure, you can get your Colt 45s or your Mickeys or whatever, but there's also your 8 balls, but then you have the other thing, which is the Jack Daniels wine mixers or malt liquor, all of those things.
Jackson Coats.
Jack and Coke in a can, those are all malt liquors as well.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Those are terrible.
Yeah, they're horrible. But unlike that,
This beer
is delicious.
is not horrible.
All right, so
I am giving this a 4.5. That might actually be my historic rating for this beer when it was fresh. I haven't checked. I like it for different reasons now.
Yeah. I am gonna go. I'm leaning between 4.25 and 4.5, but I'm gonna go 4.5.
The spiciness, I think, is hit or miss on this one.
Yeah.
I can see a person giving it a 2.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I can see someone loving this, and the next person like, this is just the worst thing I've ever had.
Yes.
In my entire life.
Yeah.
Because like I said, for me, there's this weird wintergreen, slightly minty flavor to it,
Yeah.
which you guys are probably attributing that flavor to pepperiness or something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like it. I think it's delicious. I'm also going to go 4.25.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, we're so close to Christmas. I'm scared.
I know. It's palpable, the
Yes.
excitement that we have. You can feel it in the air. This is our longest episode of all of the calendar, so we have a lot to say about this.
You were humping the Christmas tree before as well, so.
That's just like a Tuesday, so what's the big deal? I don't
That's true.
understand.
That's true.
That's also
That's
Christmas.
nothing
A
different.
relative humping the Christmas tree.
Well, I this year I hung the fleshlight with care. All right, guys. So until next time.
Keep drinking.
This podcast is part of the Pod Syndicate family. For more criminally compelling shows, articles, and conversations, head to wearepodsyndicate.com.